All right, some guys want to see how accurate the caliburn is. We're at a distance of about, what, 25 meters?
Maybe 30.
Maybe 30. Let's see if we hit. I haven't sighted this in, so I might have to adjust for the second shot. The red dot was right on his head.
Oh, it's coming back.
How much did that hurt at 30 meters?
Hit me right there.
You're gonna have a tiny mark there. Hey guys, so I'm at Bunka Indoor CQB, where there was supposed to be an exhibition match of Gel Blaster competition today. Instead, they're having a barbecue fundraiser and a Nerf battle. You originally had a different event planned for today. Just tell us a little bit about that and what that was before the announcement that gel blasters were banned.
Yep, Speedsoft Australia in conjunction with CQB globally, we're going to run their first exhibition match here in Adelaide today at Titanium Arena. Number of teams involved, so it would have been probably global coverage eventually for our sport leading into competitions in next year. Probably more at Titanium and some events here at the Bunker as well. All that was really moving forward well. Damien was one of the teams to compete. I think we had, what, 11, 12 teams?
Yeah, 11 or 12 teams competing today.
So basically, I suppose it's a bit of a wake for us today, really. We should all be at Titanium today celebrating what these guys have trained for, you know, a year and a half, for really 3 times a week. The amount of money they've put into it and the time they put into it for today was, yeah, it's a big letdown. It really is. It's probably a little bit of a consolation. But.
So after today's event, would you have then invited interstate teams to come play as well, or?
With the whole competition, in conjunction with Mark at Speedsoft, was really looking at bringing it here, on not only a national level, so national competitions, state competitions. So we would have looked at travelling to Queensland. Teams from there would have come here. So yeah, it was going to open all that up, definitely. And hopefully other states could have eventually got on board too if we could have got, you know, legalities through in other places.
How are you going about continuing your training now that you can't use the gel blaster?
Guys are going to Nerf to try and just keep things up at this stage. Obviously the fight's definitely not over and it won't be. We don't want to stop now. None of these guys want to give up. You know, there's options with paintball, but it's expensive to get into. You know, gel blasters is a good cheap option for guys to do a similar thing. So yeah, moving forward, hopefully we'll move forward with some Nerf and a bit of RC stuff in here to keep us, you know, till we all get licensed properly. And I've already had my licensing, so these guys have to get licensing, and we're going through the SAPOL process now of getting this place registered.
So do you reckon that after training with the Nerf blasters here, that you'd be then thinking of travelling interstate to play with a gel blaster interstate?
Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, we'll use them for training, but if the guys go to Queensland, yeah, there'd be no Nerf competitions there as such, what they would be looking at. So all
that would give
3v3.
you guys a bit of a disadvantage compared to the other states' teams competing.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, they're not using their same blasters they'd normally use, so they're using a different type. So when they go there, there's transportation issues getting, now that if they become a firearm, it changes, you know, moving that stuff state to state and the way it's got to be transported and things like that. So we're not 100% sure, but whether you need permits or anything like that now to move blasters. So all adds costs, really, that wouldn't have been there otherwise in a number of areas.
All right. Well, thank you for holding this event today, even though we have to use Nerf now. Let's have some fun.
Oh, we'll have fun. Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, we've got the caliburn. We've got some fresh gel ballers. Want to try out how much Nerf hurts. All right, go. Now pump it again. Pump the thing. Next person.
Is everyone
Oh, in there.
Oh, great! Asshole.
What thing in a thick jumper? Yeah, same toy.
Nice.
Yeah, children's toy, my fucking ass.
How's that compare to any gel blaster that's ever hit
I'd
you?
say that does actually hurt more than a gel.
That's the one.
Like I've had like upgraded gel blasters that hurt
I
less
think
than
so.
that.
That's got way more mass than any gel's ever going to have.
Yeah.
It's 4 times heavier. Traveling the same velocity. So
Yeah. That thing we're firing at least 250, right?
yeah, with this actually with this double spring, it's doing over 300.
Yeah. So, yeah, over 300 feet per second, which
This has
is
got actually 2 different springs inside of each other to get that kind of compression.
Turn around. I don't want to shoot you in the face.
What do you think? How does it feel compared to gel blasters?
Nothing. Oh, god damn. Oh.
How's it compared to gel ball?
Harder than 300 FPS now. There you go.
how do you find that compared to a gel?
Harder.
Harder?
Harder. Way harder.
I mean, this is shooting the same FPS or
I
as
would
our
say
blasters.
it's harder than 300 FPS.
Yeah, that's about 300
It's about
FPS.
300, right? So you're used to getting hit with my blaster at 300, and
It feels like a 10 shot, just like a punch.
this is like the pellets have what 4 times the mass or so of a gel, so it's a lot more potential energy right there.
I can't even see it. It's like a well.
You'll see it in the video. It's like a ringworm.
Yeah. It's like.
What was your name again?
Jesse.
And Jesse is trying out the Exus 2. Alright, I'm going to head down the other end. There's not even a scar barrel on this Exus, but with the Nexus Pro darts, we'll see if it's so accurate that at 30 meters it can hit me first shot. Alright, try and get me. Oh! In the leg.
That's awesome. I'll go track down your darts now.
Just put them in a pile somewhere and I'll grab them at the end.
Yeah, no worries. Here you go. Thank you for that.
What do we got cooking?
Come around, buddy. We got the beef brisket in there. And in this one, we've got the pork shoulders. It's looking good.
Alright guys, I've just sold off one of my Exuses to Jesse here, who's looking to get into some Nerf. I think you used to play Nerf back in the day, didn't you?
Yeah, I used to play at the uni and stuff when I was much younger and had a bit more spare time on my hands.
What kind of blasters did you have back then?
So I had a bunch of modified long shots, everything from custom like Maverick integrations to the original priming handles where you used to use the front of the old long shot to make a priming handle just like this.
What do you think of these now that it has all that done for you?
Oh, if they sold these back in the day, I would have just bought one straight away. It's so much easier for the fact that you can just buy it. The quality of like the priming handles and stuff is a lot nicer, especially with all the metal internals. They've like actual proper half-length dart mags, whereas we had to use to modify original mags to take half-length darts and all the rest of it. So it's amazing how far this has all come since I used to play.
What's the plan, Stan?
We'll just see how hard your caliber and shoot towards the net. Let me come this side.
Ready?
Yeah. 266. And you only have a K25 in there, don't you?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Now he's going to crony my caliber for me.
Oh yeah, it's a lot harder to draw.
293, not bad. So we've got the old Dart Zone Pro. That's with a stock spring hitting 1 at 45.
Yeah, I've got that set up with a stock spring as well. $139.
Quick crack at the talon.
Yeah,
The talon claw.
the first one.
What spring you got in that one?
K24. K25.
Is it cut down?
Must be.
Yeah, it must be, I think.
Oops.
Oh, you fired too prematurely. Fire again. Yep, so it's hitting 174 to 190. Yep. So I've got a
Stock Nexus Pro
stock Nexus Pro.
with
Do
a
you
spring
have
spacer.
Which spacer you got?
Just a 3D printed spring spacer, just off the internet.
Okay, yep. 163, not bad. Bit higher over stock, which is about 140.
Yep.
So I got Alex, or Bish on Discord, as you may know him as. Just going to crony his Nexus Pro. What spacer have you got in it?
This has got the largest spacer, the 20mm spacer in it.
Yep, and you just got that from Blaster Tech?
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Oh, that's not looking good.
110. I know, try again. 140.
Not bad.
Oh, 187. Yeah, probably just needed like a bit of lubricant or something. 197.
Going up.
195. Yeah, just try not to hit the sides as well.
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
crony. 191.
Yep,
So that's what
190.
the Blaster Tech Nexus Pro can do with just a spacer, with
Yeah.
a stock spring. Jeez. And a scar. So that's reducing the velocity a bit too. So now I've got the barbecue happening behind me. Proceeds going towards fighting this legal battle to get gel blasters back. Let's get some food. Alright, I'm taking the Caliburn out on the field, but I'm only going to shoot adults with it. If a kid gets too close to me, well, that's game over for me, isn't it? You got a spicy shot to my ear there.
Yeah, I just got one to the nipple. That's fucking right.
Oh, you got me. So everyone's starting to pick up the darts now. The day's dying down. I'll just check with the event organiser how he thinks everything went.
Yeah, no, it went excellent, mate. Everyone's pretty happy with it, and we had a good turnout, so just keep the fight up, and we got some money together now, so hopefully everything goes well and we can put that towards whatever's going on with court or whatever we need to do, mate, basically.
Do you have an estimate of how much you may have raised?
I'd say probably a couple of thousand today to guess. I haven't counted it up yet, but I would say so. I reckon we had probably a good 50 people here, and there's $20 a head for the food. And we had a couple of raffles, so gave away a couple of vests and yeah, a few bits and pieces. So it was a good day.
Going forward, do you reckon you'll hold more of these until we can have gel ball again?
Oh, absolutely. We'll continue to hold him anyway. Moving
So
forward,
even
I
if we
see
get
him.
gel ball back, do you reckon you'll still do both? Nerf and gel ball?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely continue with that. There's a market there for it, so why not? You know, and for kids as well, it gives them somewhere if they want to come and play with something different as well. So, and it's the future. They start with Nerf. We're hoping we can move them to gel ball later too. So
That's good. Up until now, there's not really been any professional venue for Nerf, at least in South Australia.
no, not
So
at all.
yeah, you'd be the first to do it.
So yeah, we'll have both then, yeah, definitely. And we, like I say, we will continue with that for sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having us today.
No, and thanks for coming down and supporting us.
No worries.
Cheers. Thank you.
You hear that, guys? It's going to be the first South Australian place to come play Nerf. That's pretty awesome in my opinion. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.